thrown out of bounds. It's off of Liberty. Alina came on the double team and forced that turnover.
And is going to, when Smuda puts the ball on the floor and is going to score, Alina is coming to double her. Great rotation by Tamia Scott as well, because Ice Daughter was on her way to the rim.
Blakely to Enrique, now the handoff to Scott. 15 to shoot. Tamia to Boldareva, back to Scott. Step back, is it a three? It's good, it is, from the top of the key. It is a three.
Yeah, her foot was
just
about an inch, maybe two, beyond the three-point line. But there was definite space.
30-28, Liberty's lead down to 2. Hess for 3 at the other end. No good. Rebound, Boldareva.
Good box by Nos there.
Boy, you might like to push here a little bit. Blakely's going to walk.
I'd like to see Tamia, though, make that first shot. Maybe that gets her to exhale a little bit.
Boy, how many times have we seen that? Here she goes driving again to the baseline. Tamia up and under. Wild shot wouldn't go. Rebound, Smuda. Rick Insel wanted a foul call there on contact, did not get one.
Well, again, when Tamia drives, Nos can't be a sightseer. She's got to get herself either into an area for a drop-off pass or an offensive rebound, because Smuda is going after Tamia every time she drives.
Ice Daughter to the basket, reverses, puts it up with the right hand short. Offensive rebound, Smuda, put back good.
Yeah, we get the switch there. We've got to sell out and box her off.
Smuda in double figures with 10. 32-28, Liberty leads. 7:20 to go in the third quarter. Tamia Scott, pull-up jumper from 14 is too strong. Rebound, Enrique had it for a moment. Ice Daughter takes it away. Now to Hodges. Hodges crossover dribble on Blakely. Cut off, back outside, Ice Daughter. Ice Daughter guarded by Enrique. Now to Hess. Hess chased by Scott to Smuda. Steps in, 15-foot jumper off the mark. Rebound, Enrique. Outlet to Blakely. Maybe in a little more transition here. Cab. Well, she had Scott as a trailer, but opted not to go there. Now she'll go to Tamia. Tamia works it to the top of the key between the circles. 6:35 to go third quarter. Boldareva, inside out. Enrique, wide open three. No, way off the mark. Rebound, Hess. That missed everything except the backboard.
Yeah, that's going to bring Savannah Davis on.
Hodges. This tournament started, Enrique had a really, really good offensive game in that opening game. Hodges with a three at the other end.
Yeah, Cab tried to go underneath that ball screen, and you just know Hodges is going to seek out that three. She's a 42% three-point shooter. You can't go under that ball screen.
Scott at the other end. Three off the iron twice, no good. Rebound, Hodges. For Hodges, that was her 100th career three-pointer, and a chance to extend a 7-point advantage here for the Lady Flames. Smuda, cut off on the drive, blocked by Boldareva. It's going to go out of bounds. It will stay with Liberty. 15 on the shot clock. Savannah Davis checks in for Enrique.
I just feel like we're rushing everything on the offensive end. We're shooting quick. We're shooting shots out of rhythm, out of offense. We just need to really grind and settle in and trust the offense.
Well, it needs to happen pretty quick because time's becoming a factor. 5:30 left to play in the third. Smuda to Hodges. Long-range three is short. Rebound, Tamia Scott. Scott front court. Boy, I'd love to get Jalen Gregory involved here. She hasn't really touched it in a while. Hess trying to deny Gregory the basketball. Scott with the dribble. There's Gregory. Jalen goes inside Boldareva. That's a foul over the back on Smuda.
Yeah, Smuda coming over the top there. We ran our floppy offense. Jalen with a nice post entry.
That's only the first on Smuda, but she will sit down now as Stout checks in. Now, when Stout was in earlier, Boldareva really got good position down low on Stout, but just didn't finish many of them.
And certainly.
Oh, there's the nice inbounds, and Scott with a lay-in. The assist to Blakely off the inbound.
Nice under out of bounds set. Just anything to break the ice and try to give us a little bit of a chance to catch our breath offensively.
35-30 Liberty with the lead, and Boone slipped down, but she's okay. Gets back up. Hodges to Ice Daughter. Shot clock at 8. Hess going to step back and fire for three and hit it. That's their game. This is a team shooting almost 37% from three-point range. And with that three, they are 7 for 20. So they're pretty much right on their average.
Yeah, make 8.1 for the year, and they're closing in quick.
Bouldereva down low, goes up over Stout, missed it. Rebound Hodges. I mean, she's getting the look you want, just not finishing it. Hodges cut off on the drive by Blakely. 4:10 left to play in the third. Liberty trying to extend the lead to double digits. Stout steps through, puts it up wildly, no good. Offensive rebound taken away by Iasdottir, then picked up by Stout, missed it. Gregory with a follow takes it away for Middle Tennessee. Well, Middle Tennessee's offense has just been out of sync all night. Credit Liberty for a lot of it, but Middle just not finishing. Bouldereva with a handoff to Gregory. Jalen with the dribble.
Oh, keep
up
going
top,
there.
Davis, yes, she had it. Bouldereva into the lane, turn around one-hander, too strong. Rebound Hodges. Nas is 2 for 11 from the field. And this team is just not going to win that much when she's shooting at that percentage.
Nas, when she gets it, is either not going assertively enough and not finishing or forcing one of the two. She's completely out of sync.
Iasdottir, up top Hodges. Left side Hess, inside Stout, reach in foul by Bouldereva. That's frustration as much as anything else.
Yep.
And that's her third. Well, she's not coming out. She's got 3 fouls, but I can't see her coming out. 3:06 left in the third. And Liberty sensing they may have a spot in the NCAA tournament coming up. They lead 38-30. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
MT Dining is eating made easy. With more than 19 dining locations, you will never run out of variety on campus. Whether it's Chick-fil-A, Subway, or Starbucks, we've got the brands you love right here. Need a quick snack or Scantron? Stop by one of the 5 pods on campus and try out MT Dining's new Farm to Fork experience. Farmers Market, now open, located in the Student Union. Visit mtdining.com for more information or visit our office in the Keithley University Center, room 202.
Blue Raider fans, Lightning's Locker Room, powered by Textbook Brokers, is the place to get your Blue Raider gear. Open Monday through Friday from 8 to 6 and Saturday 10 to 4. Lightning's Locker Room is just across the street from Floyd Stadium at 1321 Greenland Drive. It has all the MT polos, hoodies, t-shirts, hats, and all the other game day gear you'll ever need. See the selection online at mtsugear.com or in Murphy Center on game days. Lightning's Locker Room, the official game day provider, powered by Textbook Brokers.
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic is proud to be the official medical group of MTSU Athletics. We all win big when we work as a team for better health. Just like MTSU's athletes and coaches, our healthcare professionals work tirelessly to make our community proud. At MMC, we really are true blue. MTSU is our hometown team, and your health is our mission. Visit mmclinic.com or call us at 615-893-4480.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
Lightning's Locker Room, powered by Textbook Brokers, is the place to get your Blue Raider gear. See the selection online at mtsugear.com or at our Greenland Drive location. Lightning's Locker Room, the official game day provider, powered by Textbook Brokers. Middle Tennessee continues to struggle offensively. 11 for 41 from the field for 26%. 4 for 13 from three-point range. Liberty is 12 of 38. They're only 31%, but 7 for 20 from three-point range and 7 for 7 from the line. The other key stat, rebounding, 31-23 in favor of Liberty. When they out-rebound opponents, they've won every game this season. They're 22-0 when out-rebounding the opponent, and they have been doing that tonight. And Middle Tennessee, Kyle, just offensively, they have not been in sync all night long.
No, and it started out very slowly, excuse me, in the first quarter and has gotten worse in the second quarter and in the third quarter. Second quarter, we shot 21% from the floor. Right now, we're at 22%. We are 1 out of our last 7. Nos is now 2 of 11. Tamia is 6 of 17.
There you go.
We're just not finishing shots.
Boulder Ava with 6 points. The only player to score for Middle Tennessee in the second half is Tamia Scott. She's got a 3 and a basket, 5 points, but no one else has scratched. Jalen Gregory only 1 for 4 from the field, hasn't had many looks at all. So who's going to step up and try to turn this around? Down 8, 3:06 left in the third quarter. Hess inbounds and sends it in up top to Mills. Mills guarded by Jalen Gregory. Outside Steenbergen, 3 is good.
Well, we just keep losing shooters. I don't know where we are, but they have just destroyed us from the three-point line.
Steenbergen with her second three-pointer, largest lead of the night, 41-30. Gregory top of the key. Lobs it inside Boulder Ava, works her way in on Stout, spins, lays it up with the left hand, good. But now you got to get stops on the other end or it's not going to matter.
Well, hopefully that score will put a little life into us on the defensive end because we sure need it.
41-32, Liberty by 9 with the basketball. 2:18 left third quarter. Hess works it left to right to Hodges. Hodges guarded by Blakely. Hodges a dangerous three-point shooter. Shot clock at 5. Steenbergen. Shot clock at 3. Step back 3 by her is no good. There is a whistle. 3-second violation on Liberty. Well, you put back-to-back baskets here. Maybe get a little momentum going.
Well, it sure would be nice.
2 minutes left third quarter. Scott on the wing guarded by Hess. Against Smuda on the bench, so Stout is guarding Boulder Ava. Savannah Davis to Scott, looking for Boulder Ava. It's not open. Tamia tried to drive, could not get there. Works off the screen, keeps the dribble. Shot clock at 6. Tamia left side of the lane. One-hander too strong, but it went in, and she was fouled. Boy, she kissed it off the glass. It hit the front iron and died and just fell in, and she'll go to the line.
Nice patience by Tamia Scott. Great read by Tamia Scott.
The foul was on Hess.
And for the first time in a long time, we've scored back-to-back possessions.
Tamia makes the free throw, and just like that, the 11-point lead is down to 6.
Yep, 2-possession game, so.
41-35 Liberty, 1:40 left third quarter. Blakely in the backcourt pressing Hodges, who gets across the center line. Hodges kind of shouldering Blakely out of the way to Stout, top of the key. Boulder Ava sags back off of her to Mills, another good three-point shooter. Mills kicks to the wing. Moore now to Hodges. Shot clock at 8. Hodges, shot clock at 5. Hodges works shot clock at 2. Picked her pocket. Blakely picked her pocket. Cab racing to the rim, laid it in.
Great play by Cab defensively, picking up where she left off in the first half, getting the steal and giving us a lift.
7-0 run. 41-37. Liberty's lead is down to 4. And timeout taken by Liberty coach Kerry Green. There is energy in the building again. They finally got one to go, Kyle. Then they put back-to-back baskets together, and then the defense steps up.
Well, like I said, right, wrong, or indifferent, there's nothing that energizes your defense more than seeing a score on the other end. And I think it's just the opposite, or should be the opposite.
Yep.
That when you're not scoring, you play even harder on defense. But you get a score, pick up our defense, get another score, pick up our defense, get another off of our defense. And I will tell you this, Kerry Green very concerned because with 55.3 seconds to go, under normal circumstances, you're going to ride that out and not burn a timeout. So he was feeling it pretty strongly to take a timeout with that little time left.
And he did. Middle Tennessee on the run, a 7-0 run over the last minute and 40. Boy, and after not seeing a shot go in, Middle Tennessee makes its last 3 field goal attempts. The other side of it, Liberty scoreless for just over 2 minutes.
I also thought during the timeout that he would get Smuda in, and based on their
Doesn't look
bench
like it.
alignment, they're not putting her in, so they're going to go ahead and rest her for the remainder of the quarter, which again, get a stop here. We've got plenty of time to come down and get a score, but it all starts on the defensive end.
Well, we were in this position last night.
Yeah, we were. And again, I think that's going to be a positive because you've gone through it. And we didn't go through that a lot during the conference.
You're right. Yeah.
I mean, by and large, we pretty well obliterated just about everybody. And this is one, though, that you recognize is still going to be a possession-by-possession game through the remainder of the fourth quarter, which is the way that it should be in the championship game.
Absolutely. It was 41-30 with about 2 minutes left in the third quarter. And then Middle Tennessee began the run and cut it down to 4 here at 41-37 with 55.3 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Looking at the foul situation, Boulder Ava has 3. She is the only Middle Tennessee player with 3 personal fouls. No one in any foul difficulty for Liberty. But you mentioned it's interesting, Smuda, and I agree with you. I thought they would get her right back into the game during this timeout. It does not appear they're going to do that.
No, she's still standing up. She's not sitting down. She's not a part of the timeout right now. And I really thought they would get her back in to try to basically change the flow of this game. Because really with her not on the floor, you don't have much going on in terms of your high-low opportunities.
Right.
And basically you leave it in your guards' hands. And our guards, Blakely and Gregory, are doing a fantastic job on their best players.
Yeah, Blakely's had a couple of steals tonight. She's got 3 assists. And it will be Davis, Scott, Blakely, Boulder Ava, and Gregory for Middle Tennessee. You look, Liberty, 8 3-pointers, 5 2-point baskets, 8 3-point baskets on the night. So Liberty, after the timeout, will inbound side front court, and it'll be Hodges.
Well, that's their average, so let's stop it right there. No more.
Hodges works right to left, keeps the dribble. Shot clock at 12 to Steenbergen. Right side to Moore. Moore picked up on the switch by Scott. Steenbergen drives on Savannah Davis. Jumper on the baseline, no good. Rebound to Mia Scott.
There's the stop we needed.
Blakely saying something to the official as she's coming in. She's got a problem with her right, I guess it's the right shoe, but play continues. Scott goes baseline, has it knocked out of bounds by Moore, and now she's going to tie her shoe. Cab was coming down and she was trying to get the official's attention, and the official said, play on.
Stop the game.
Yep. Shot clock at 13.
Liberty zoning under out of bounds.
Blakely sends it up top to Tamia. 18 seconds left in the quarter. 8 on the shot clock. Scott with 5. Bounce pass to the corner. Blakely, wide open 3 is an air ball. Rebound Tamia Scott, lost it out of bounds with 6.3 seconds remaining.
Oh, we needed that one.
Yeah, that
bad.
was. Sometimes you're too open. I mean, there was nobody within 10 feet of her. 5 seconds left. Here comes Hodges. Going to race down, back slap by Blakely. Turnaround no good by Stout to end the third quarter. Well, a nice 7-0 run puts the Lady Raiders right back in contention as we go to the fourth quarter with an NCAA tournament bid on the line. Liberty 41, Middle Tennessee 37. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Roscoe Brown is proud to be a longtime supporter of MTSU athletics and your locally owned HVAC and plumbing company for over 80 years. Roscoe Brown has been the trusted name for heating, cooling, and plumbing for Middle Tennessee homeowners and businesses. Call 888-MY-ROSCOE to schedule your HVAC or plumbing service today. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Roscoe Brown. People you know, a name you trust. Go Blue Raiders.
Roscoe Brown.
RoscoeBrown.com.
It's never lost on Window World that your home is your largest physical investment. Window World's integrity can be noticed from your very first moment of contact. The clean, professional installation of premium windows, siding, doors, and more are designed to last while leaving your home looking amazing. Window World and their lifetime warranty will always be there when it really matters. They're America's most trusted remodeler and a proud partner of Middle Tennessee State University Athletics, because the difference is integrity and always in the detail.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic and Surgery Center, the official medical group of MTSU Athletics, proudly keeping Murfreesboro healthy since 1949. With a late third quarter rally, Middle Tennessee cut an 11-point deficit down to 4. So we go to the fourth quarter for the Conference USA Tournament Championship. Liberty 41, Middle Tennessee 37. Lady Raiders in that third quarter, 5 of 13 from the field, 1 for 4 from three-point range. The other factor to this, Kyle, only 6 Lady Raiders have played in the game, and they're probably not going to go any deeper on the bench unless they absolutely have to. It's going to be those people.
Yeah, I made that comment earlier in the broadcast that when you saw those 6, that's what we're going to go with, barring injury or legit foul trouble, and that's nothing out of the ordinary.
Right.
And just one of those things that not very long ago when it was 11 points, it felt like it was getting almost away from us.
Yeah, it did.
And again, to get that basket by Noss, which seemed to really elevate us a little bit. Tamia Scott gets a basket, and then you get the steal from Cab. Next thing you know, now it's a manageable game. So, as we said from the very start, possession by possession game.
As a shooter, as a player, Blakely had a wide open look in the corner for 3 and missed it badly. Are you able to put that away? Or is that a concern going down this fourth quarter that if she gets another look, she's not going to want to take it?
Are you talking about as a coach or as a player?
Well, as a player.
As a player, I can't answer that. I think that depends on your toughness.
Yeah.
I mean, and you know, we use that phrase constantly, toughness. What is it? Well, toughness is knowing that you missed a shot, but it's a wide open shot, you need to take it. Toughness is understanding that as long as you're taking the shot you should take, if you've missed 100 in a row,
take
you
another
take
one.
the next one.
Yep.
That's what toughness is.
Well, it's going to take toughness from one of these to win this game and advance to the NCAA tournament with the automatic bid. It'll be Middle Tennessee's basketball, and it's Blakely front court.
I like the fact we're starting the quarter with the ball. Jalen Gregory trying to get her open. Watch the switch out.
Gregory picked up on a quick switch by Smuda. Now to Blakely. Blakely off the screen from Bouldereva. Cab drives to the basket, lost it out of bounds. Ran into contact and just turned the basketball over. Boy, those empty possessions just.
Yeah, you just, you know, you want the ball to start to get that thing cut to 2 or 1, and you end up with a turnover. It just kills you.
Hess to Hodges. Hodges drives baseline right side, got it.
That's just too easy. We had no rotation whatsoever to get that ball stopped.
Hodges with 5, the lead at 6, 43-37. And then Middle just absolutely throws it away. Wow. Blakely threw the pass intended for Tamia Scott, threw it behind her, just bounced away. Boy, that is a gift. Smuda to Hess. Hess to Hodges, going to try that same play. She's cut off this time on the drive. Goes to Smuda at the high post right side. Smuda inside, nice pass, shot missed. Oh, they blew the layup. Eyesdottir was right there and could not finish.
Dodged a bullet. Savannah Davis lost Eyesdottir on that dive to the rim, and for goodness sake, let that be a positive.
Blakely to Gregory.
Fronting in the post, get it to the high post, go high-low.
Now Davis, back to Gregory.
Nice.
There's the lob in.
Gave it up.
To Boulder-Rava, cross court to Blakely. Blakely back into Nas. Goes back outside to Blakely. She'll fire that three again. It's offline. Rebound Hodges. You could tell the minute that left her hand, it wasn't going in.
I don't know why Nos didn't go to her left shoulder there. She had a wide open layup and never looked at it.
Hess penetrates, misses the one-hander. Smoota with the rebound, but threw it to Savannah Davis. Well, it's there for the taking if you could just get your offense in sync.
You just got to make some shots.
8 minutes left to play. 43-37, Liberty leads. Tamia Scott to Gregory. There's Boulder-Rava. Here comes the double team. Nas steps through it, can't shoot. Now pivots, has it blocked by Smoota. And the rebound to Hodges. When she has to take that long to establish, it's usually not going to work. So Hodges guarded by Blakely.
Well, Nas normally so great with her footwork. That time, not very good.
Hess got Scott in the air and traveled with the basketball.
Well,
Liberty's
leaving
they're
it.
leaving it there. Yep, they are. Well, Gregory has been no factor offensively. They've done a really good job of denying her looks. So basically the offense has been Boulder-Rava and Scott, and that's been it. And Tamia goes baseline. Up and under, reverse good.
See,
wow.
that's where Nos has got to get to the rim. When she drives, become an offensive rebounder. Don't just stay out here and be a sightseer. That shot went down, but they're sending Smoota after Tamia every time she drives.
43-39, Liberty's lead is 4. 7 minutes left to play. Smoota, turnaround jumper on the baseline, too strong. Rebound Tamia Scott. A chance to inch a little closer with 6:50 left to play. Blakely to Scott, right wing. Tamia waved off Boulder-Rava. Goes one-on-one on Hess. Lost it, got it back. Needs some help, threw it away. Just threw it right to Eyesdottir. Another empty possession by the Lady Raiders. Smoota out to Hess. Hess kicks to the corner. Hodges for a three, too strong. Long rebound, offensive board, Eyesdottir. 6:17 left to play. Gregory got in. Smoota was over the back. They're going to call it, I believe, on Jalen.
Yeah.
That'll be her third. Jalen read the passing lane. She just got in front and a little contact there with Smoota.
Well, and the funny part about it was a really poor pass from Liberty, to be perfectly honest with you. She should have given Jalen time to clear through.
Pass inbounds to Eyesdottir. Puts it up, fouled by Savannah Davis.
Yeah, Savannah just got beat on that play on the inbounds.
Well, she's given up about 4 inches to Eyesdottir. Eyesdottir at 6'2".
I mean, obviously we've got Savannah on the floor because of her offensive ability. That time she just sort of fell asleep on us defensively.
80% free throw shooter, and first one spins all the way around the rim twice and settles in. First points for Elizabeth Eyesdottir.
And that stops a scoring drought of 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
And a foul lane violation, I believe.
I'm sorry.
I think they called it on Hess. Is that a foul on Hess or a violation? Wave off the free throw.
Violation.
Yeah, it was a violation in the lane. I think Hess got in a little early. Well, take advantage. That's 1 point less. 44-39, Liberty leads. 6:05 left to play.
Wait on that
Scott
ball
was
screen.
bodied up and fouled by Asia Boone.
Wait on that ball screen.
That's only the first personal foul in this quarter. And it'll be Gregory to inbound right in front of the Middle Tennessee bench. Gets it into Blakely. Cab with the basketball. Finds Savannah Davis. Savannah going to fire for the three. It's short. Rebound Smoota. That's the look they wanted. They wanted that shot, and she had a good look from 23 feet, but it wouldn't go. 5:45 left to play. Liberty with the ball and a 5-point advantage. Smuda works it to the right wing. Hands it to Boone. Boone with 3 3-pointers. Jacks up another one. This is well short, but an offensive board. Missed the putback. Loose ball out of bounds is going to stay with Liberty.
Oh, we got to
pull that loose
clean up
ball. Yep.
those plays.
Well, rebounding right now, 36-27 in favor of Liberty. 37-27.
Liberty with 10 offensive rebounds.
Looking to get it in. They finally get into Hess. 5:25 left to play. Inside Boone, turn around, good shot with the left hand off the glass. Asia Boone with 11.
That's hard to guard. She ran a little curl set, got it in there. Jalen was right where she needed to be, and that's just a really nice finish.
Well, the lead's back to 7. And we've almost reached the midway point of the fourth quarter. Boulder Ava hold the basketball, nobody coming to get it. Now Blakely, now Scott. Out in the center circle. You don't have a whole lot of time to whittle this thing down. Tamia from 16 feet, good. Timeout taken by Middle Tennessee. Scott with 23. We'll take it as well with 4:51 left to play. Is there another dramatic finish in these Lady Raiders? We'll find out in moments. Liberty 46, Middle Tennessee 41. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, have you heard about the MTSU branded debit card from Ascend Federal Credit Union? Use your Ascend MTSU debit card in stores and online, or add it to your mobile wallet for the ultimate convenience. Need some cash? Use this card fee-free at thousands of ATMs worldwide. Stop by one of Ascend's 5 Murfreesboro branches or visit ascend.org to learn more. Bank where Blue Raiders belong. Ascend Federal Credit Union, the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider athletics.
Plan ahead and plan for success. Put Lee Company on your team for all your facility and home maintenance needs. They are proud to be an official partner of the MTSU Blue Raiders and have serviced homes and businesses for 80 years. For the very best heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and electrical services, call Lee Company at 615-867-1000. Visit them at leecompany.com or call 615-867-1000.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
4:51 left to play here in Huntsville, Alabama. Liberty 46, Middle Tennessee 41. On the line, the Conference USA Tournament Championship and the automatic berth in the NCAA basketball tournament. Atmos Energy is delighted to sponsor the Blue Raiders and fuel homes and business in Middle Tennessee with affordable, efficient, and reliable natural gas for today and generations to come. Natural gas is the smart choice for fueling our energy future. Liberty was struggling in the fourth quarter, but Middle Tennessee could not take advantage of it. They had a couple of really unforced errors on turnovers, and you look offensively, Tamia Scott is basically it. She's about the only offense Middle Tennessee has. Boulder Ava with 8, Blakely was 7, Tamia with 23. And that's been a part of the challenge, just finding somebody to score the basketball wearing blue and white.
Yeah, I thought that when Nas scored that basket that it might open things up for her, and really haven't seen it since then.
Yep.
Tamia, even though she has 23, she's taken 20 shots to get it and has really had to labor to try to, put this team in a position to stay in it. And oddly enough, despite our offensive struggles, still just down 5 with 4:51 to go. Now, we're doing a solid job on the defensive end because in this half, Liberty only shooting 27% from the floor, 25 in this quarter. The offensive rebounds, we got to make sure has got to come to an end because, even if they don't score, it's still taking time off that clock that we need to come down and score ourselves.
Rebounding 38-26 in favor of the Lady Flames. So Liberty will inbound.
Yeah, offensive rebounds 11-5 right now in favor of Liberty.
Hodges front court, played by Blakely. Looking for Hess, not open. Hodges still with the dribble, bounce pass Eisdotter. Eisdotter one dribble guarded by Savannah Davis. Up top, Smuda. Shot clock at 10. Hess guarded by Scott. Near side, Eisdotter. Eisdotter guarded by Davis. Gets in a little closer. Runner to the basket, no good. Offensive rebound blocked by Boulder-Rava. And taken away by Gregory.
Nos. What a play by Nos. She came over and at least contested, if not partially, tipped that shot and then got the block on the offensive rebound.
Scott goes down low to Boulder-Rava. Kicks it inside out to Blakely. Goes right back into Nas.
That's a foul.
Goes up over Smuda. Blocked, but a foul called on Smuda. They didn't call the first one, but they called the second one. Second on Smuda. So Boulder-Rava will go to the line. And now Alina Rike is going to check back in. This is a defensive substitution here to put Rike back in, anticipating Boulder-Rava is going to make these free throws. Nas with 8 and missed the first free throw. 8 points, 8 rebounds. Lady Raiders 5 of 8 from the line. She makes the second. That cuts it to 4. 46-42. 4 minutes left to play. Hodges front court for the Lady Flames. Boy, Gregory jumped the passing route. They finally got it to Boone. Boone back to Hodges. They want to run a little time on the perimeter. Hodges to the high post, almost lost, saved by Hess. Hess guarded by Scott. Shot clock at 10. Now to Smuda. Hands it back to Hess. Runner over Boulder-Rava is no good. Offensive rebound and put back good by Eisdotter.
See, once again.
Yeah, the rebounding is just killing them. 48-42. 3:25 left to play. Nas works to her left, steps through, and draws contact and a foul on Smuda. Just going one-on-one.
And that is the first time that Nas has gone to her left shoulder.
Rick Insel with some words for Enrique. I know they're upset they did not pull that offensive or that rebound down on the other end. Boulder-Rava at the line for 2. And missed it. Just killing ourselves. The combination of rebounding and missing free throws.
And those are the things, like I said, pregame show, you've got to do to win a championship.
Makes the second one. So the lead 5 at 48-43. Blakely just trying to hound Hodges all over the place. Finally, Hodges off the screen, gets it into the front court. Now you can't afford any more scores. You got to get stops and get the ball back. 3:10 left to play. Hess guarded by Scott. Cut off on the drive to Smuda. Shot clock at 10. Smuda drives in, cut off on a double team. Reach man and a foul is going to be called inside. They're going to get Boulder-Rava for a hold. Nas is incredulous to that. That's her 4th. Only team foul number 3, so no free throws here. 2:58 left to play. Smuda will trigger it in. That usually means they want to get the ball back to her on the inbounds.
And Nas is playing with 4, so she's got to move her feet.
Smuda top of the key.
I would assume Liberty would go right at her.
Yeah, they do, and they kick it to the corner to Hodges. Shot clock at 5. Step back 3 by Hodges, no good. Rebound, Tamia Scott.
Great rebound in traffic by Tamia Scott.
Now you got to pick up the pace. Blakely into the front court. 2:30 left to play. Trailing by 5. And ball is kicked, I believe, by Liberty's Hess. Going to inbound right in front of the Middle Tennessee bench.
We just look
so
stagnant.
So they get Davis in now for Enrique. So this is an offense substitution here to get another shooter in the game.
We look so stagnant offensively.
Blakely lobs it to the high post to Boulder-Rava.
Here comes triple again.
Nice. There's Gregory. Kicks to the corner. Savannah Davis. Savannah to Boulder-Rava. Thought about the jumper. Spins. Fall away is good.
Oof.
Not an easy shot. She's got 12. The lead is 3. 48-45. 2:05 left.
Got it to a possession.
Now you just got to get a stop. Smuda with a shot clock at 15. Hands it to Boone. A really dangerous three-point shooter. Boone, high off the glass, missed everything. Rebound, Tamia Scott.
Second big-time offensive rebound by Tamia Scott. 144 down 3.
Scott to Boulder-Rava. Backs her way. Oh, what a move, and she missed the shot. And the rebound to Liberty. Had a wide open look and threw it right over the rim, and now Liberty's going to call timeout.
For whatever reason,
oh my goodness,
she chose
didn't use the glass.
Try to shoot without using the glass.
Yep.
I don't know why.
And they're trying to encourage her over there, but she knows that's one you got to have. It would have been a 1-point game. Instead, a 3-point game with 1:29 left to play.
Most open shot she's had in this game.
Boulder
but again,
yep.
what started it? A little bit of a left shoulder look, and Smuda bit, and that's what got her that, where before she'd been going right shoulder, right shoulder, right shoulder without any type of move whatsoever.
Tamia Scott with a double-double, 23 points, 10 rebounds. But is it going to be enough? Down 3, now you're just thinking one stop at a time to try to give yourself a chance. It is Tamia's 8th career double-double. Looking at the fouls, each team with 3 personal fouls, so at some point, if you're MTSU, you're going to have to probably commit a 4th. So if you need to send them to the free throw line, you can do so. Liberty inbounds after the timeout.
Yeah, you feel like this is a possession here, that there is no recourse. You have to get a stop.
Hess straight away. Shot clock at 10. Guarded by Tamia Scott. To Eisdotter. Eisdotter back out to Hess. That's a 30-footer, and it's good. That is a dagger. That was deep, deep. And suddenly it's a 6-point game with 1 minute left. 51-45.
Game changer.
Scott back to Savannah Davis, to Boulder-Rava. Now to Blakely. Cab hesitates. Back out, almost threw it away. Saved by Jalen Gregory. You got to shoot. She finally fires and hits the 3.
Timeout.
Timeout taken by Middle Tennessee. 45.9 seconds remaining. That's the first shot Jalen Gregory has taken in this half, I believe.
Correct.
Well, that gets it down to 3 again at 45.9 seconds left. You look, Middle Tennessee this half, 8 of 20 from the field. Liberty, 8 of 29. Well, look at the rebounding, Kyle. 20 to 11 in this half.
Yeah, I mean, their ability to get offensive rebounds and get points out of it. The second chance points right now, 12-7 in favor of Liberty. And like I said, Joe, it hasn't always been those they've gotten points off of. It's their ability to salt 30 more seconds off that clock that really, you know, it forces you to grind.
Yep. 45.9 seconds remaining. At stake, the conference tournament championship and a spot in the NCAA basketball tournament. And I think now Liberty's taking a 30-second timeout to answer here.
Correct.
I think that only leaves them with 1, doesn't it? I believe that's correct. They'll have 1 timeout remaining. Middle Tennessee, 2 timeouts remaining. Yeah, this last 45.9 might take a little bit of time. Again, each team with 3 personal fouls, so a foul that's not in the act of shooting by either team does not lead to free throws.
Well, again, Liberty can exhaust this clock and get it down to 15.9 seconds if you take it all the way down and don't even get a shot.
Do you play it out if you're Middle? Do you play defense, or do you try to prolong this?
One possession game, I feel like you pretty well have to. Now, the only thing, you know, that you might try to do is run a trap at them, and then if you don't get it coming out of the trap, go foul.
Smuda in the front court. She's holding the basketball. Finally gets it to Ayesdotter. 35 seconds left to play. Shot clock at 18. Middle going to play defense here. Penetration by Boone. Her runner too strong. Loose ball, and it's Gregory with Middle Tennessee with the basketball. 23 seconds left.
We've got 2 timeouts left.
Tamia Scott asking for it. Got it. Goes to Boulder Rava. Cross court to Enrique. Lobs it back to Nas. Knocked out of bounds by Smuda. 12.8 left. Now, don't you have to go for a 3? Shot clock is off.
I think you got to take a timeout right now, and you've got to set something up.
And that's what Rick Insel is asking. What were you looking for? He's going back to Enrique saying, I think when it came out to you, why did you go back inside? At that point, we were needing a 3 and not the 2.
Well, they were going inside.
Yeah.
For whatever.
Earlier they
worth.
were, yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about right there.
Yeah.
That was they were going inside. The problem was that the lob pass was way too short. That's almost like a fade pattern in football. When you throw that pass, it's got to be thrown to where only one person can catch it.
Yep.
It can't be deflected out of bounds. It's got to be thrown over the top to the corner of the backboard, and it was short.
So now 12.8 seconds left. Shot clock is off. So I would assume you're going to see Savannah Davis back in the game.
She is back in the game.
You'll have Gregory in. You'll have Tamia Scott in. All of them can shoot the three-pointer. Blakely certainly is capable.
Well, at this stage, they all have to feel capable. You don't have a chance to move the ball a lot.
Yep, this is it.
I mean, this is one of those where you hopefully work on that slide step 3, that when you catch it, if you don't have a 3, you lift somebody up, and on the flyby, you slide step and raise up and crank it.
And remember, Liberty with a foul to give in this situation.
And I would certainly use it if I were Liberty. But
Gregory's,
the problem is you don't want to foul a shooter.
Gregory will inbound on the baseline. Gets it into Blakely. Now with 10 seconds left to play. Jalen in the corner. She stepped on the sideline.
Get back in defensive mode. Timeout, Liberty.
Stepped on the sideline. 9.1 seconds remaining. Well, now you have to go for the steal immediately, then you have to foul. The problem, again, we mentioned Middle Tennessee with only 3 personal fouls, so they have a foul that they have to give.
Yeah, they've got to foul automatically unless they get a steal on the inbounds pass.
And here comes Gracie Hamby to check in. She might be the designated fouler here. The sophomore from Murfreesboro. Well, when this one is all said and done, if things don't change in the last 9.1 seconds, too many unforced errors, too many offensive rebounds, and that's the difference.
Well, and I think you've got to go to another place as well, Joe. Same thing to kill the men. Free throw line. I mean, we didn't get a lot. 7 for 11.
Yep. Liberty 8 for 8.
And in a one possession, 3-point game.
Well, a couple of key misses down the stretch here in the last couple of minutes.
We've got to get here. Goodness gracious.
Matt Insel ran all the way to midcourt to tell Blakely, you got to get back down here and guard this Mills. There's the inbounds, fouled immediately by Tamia Scott. 8.6 seconds remaining. Now Savannah Davis will go and check in. Now you're doing this for transition because if you get the ball and get a miss, you want another 3-point shooter in the game. Well, now you go for the steal immediately, Kyle. If you don't get it, you have to foul. And then just hope. Boulder Rava guarding the inbounds. They get it in, and the Hess is fouled by Tamia Scott. So Hess will go to the line, and she is an 80% free throw shooter. And you know, from her standpoint, she'd like to make them both, but really one makes the 2-possession game. And she nailed the first one. 13 for Hess. 52-48. Second one on the way. Good. Hess with 14. Timeout taken with 8.1 seconds remaining. And I don't know, the coaching book is pretty thick, but I don't know of a 5-point play that you can draw up right now.
There's not one.
Middle Tennessee from the field, 34% in the game at 18 of 53, 5 of 17 from three-point range. Liberty held to just 29% from the field at 17 for 57, but they were 9 for 26 from three and a perfect 10 for 10 from the line, and they out-rebound the Lady Raiders 41-30. And all that adds up to a 5-point Liberty advantage. Well, now you just got to get a basket as quick as you possibly can. Try to get it back to one possession and hope. Blakely will inbound right in front of us. Gets it into Enrique. Takes it back, drives baseline, kicks to the corner. Gregory for a three. It's short. Rebound Liberty, and that's going to do it. Liberty's going to dribble the time away, and the Lady Flames have won the Conference USA Tournament Championship and the automatic bid to the NCAA Tournament. Middle Tennessee falls by a final score of 53-48, and Liberty improves to 26-6, and they're going back to the tournament for the first time since 2018. For Middle Tennessee, 26-8. And I would anticipate, Kyle, postseason, not in the NCAA tournament, but in one of the other women's tournaments. They'll have a chance probably to continue, I would think.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. Really what it goes down to now is can they potentially host? And I think that it's likely that they will not be able to host the first round of the Invitational Tournament because of the ongoing boys state tournament,
right,
but potentially host a second round game if they're fortunate enough to get there. Probably going to have to be on the road for round one.
Sounds like it. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll go through the post game. They will announce the all-tournament team. They'll present the trophy. Actually, they've already taken the trophy. They grabbed it immediately, and I don't blame them. Congratulations to Liberty winning the Conference USA Tournament Championship. We'll come back for the post-game show in just a moment. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, have you heard about the MTSU branded debit card from Ascend Federal Credit Union? Use your Ascend MTSU debit card in stores and online, or add it to your mobile wallet for the ultimate convenience. Need some cash? Use this card fee-free at thousands of ATMs worldwide. Stop by one of Ascend's 5 Murfreesboro branches or visit ascend.org to learn more. Bank where Blue Raiders belong. Ascend Federal Credit Union, the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
This responsible gaming message is brought to you by the Tennessee Lottery. When you play the lottery, it's important to play responsibly. Know your limit and spend only what you can afford. Set a budget and stick to it. And remember, as long as you're having fun, you're always a winner in our book. The Tennessee Lottery is a proud supporter of National Problem Gambling Awareness Month. To learn more about problem gambling resources, visit tnlottery.com.
Looking for the ultimate hangout spot? Head to Cedar Glade Brews. With 12 taps and over 100 bottles and cans, we've got craft beer, seltzer, mead, kombucha, cider, non-alcoholic, and craft soda for everyone. We're family and dog friendly, featuring food trucks, live music, and trivia nights. Plus, you can book our space for private events inside or on our spacious patio.
Blue Raider fans enjoy a Cedar Glade brew in the Murphy's Center Beer Garden.
Purveyors of foamy goodness, Cedar Glade Brews, where great times and good vibes await.
Blue Raider fans, Lightning's Locker Room, powered by Textbook Brokers, is the place to get your Blue Raider gear. Open Monday through Friday from 8 to 6 and Saturday 10 to 4. Lightning's Locker Room is just across the street from Floyd Stadium at 1321 Greenland Drive. It has all the MT polos, hoodies, t-shirts, hats, and all the other game day gear you'll ever need. See the selection online at mtsugear.com or in Murphy Center on game days. Lightning's Locker Room, the official game day provider, powered by Textbook Brokers.
Lady Raider Game Day continues, and we have you covered with a full recap on the Exit Realty postgame show. Today's Lady Raider postgame show is presented by Exit Realty, Bob Lamb and Associates, and agents Brad Hopkins, Richard Lewis, Tim Page, and Chip Walters. The Lady Raider postgame show is also sponsored by Window World of Murfreesboro, the official window and exterior remodeling company of Blue Raider Athletics. Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, official team physicians for Blue Raider Athletics. Ascend Federal Credit Union, the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics. Ascension St. Thomas Rutherford, the official hospital partner for MTSU Athletics. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. And by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office. Fans don't let fans drive drunk. Once again, here's the voice of the Lady Raiders, Joe Fisher.
Well, Middle Tennessee comes up just short in the Conference USA Tournament Championship game. Liberty a winner by a score of 53-48. So Middle Tennessee now 26-8 on this season and awaiting what we think will be an opportunity to play in postseason, although likely not in the NCAA tournament. We are joined here courtside. Our Built Ford Tough player of the game is Courtney Blakely. Visit buyfordnow.com for all Ford makes and models, because the best trucks are Built Ford Tough. I've been around this a long time. I know you have. It's kind of hard to sit out here and watch somebody else celebrate, isn't it?
Yeah, I kind of don't want to even be out here watching this right now, but it's tough. And that's all I can say is that it's tough.
What was the difference tonight? What was the challenge tonight? We just seemed offensively to never quite get going.
Yeah, so we would cut the lead to about 2 or 3, and we just couldn't capitalize off that. They would come back and they'd hit a shot, or they'd get a possession, they get a foul, or go to the free throw line, whatever. We just couldn't cut the lead and gain the lead. We couldn't do it. So.
I kept flashing back to last night. I thought it was going to be a repeat, because Kyle had talked about that, being in that situation. We were in it again, and we just couldn't get over that hump.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those things where even when we were playing fantastic defense, you in particular, I mean, you came up with a huge play on that steal and got the basket to cut that thing from 11, which it was getting away from us at that point, down to 4. I really thought that was going to put us over the top, but we just couldn't get any traction offensively at all.
No.
Yeah. And it was just so frustrating to play defense as well as we did for periods of time, because we were getting multiple possessions where they couldn't score, but we just couldn't gain any ground offensively. Couldn't finish at the rim. I thought we played a little out of rhythm. Thought we rushed ourselves a little bit on the offensive end.
A little bit, and I felt like we played really well defensively. I mean, they averaged, I think, like 70 or 80 points, and I think what the score was 53-48. Yeah,
yep.
So we played fantastic defense. We just couldn't connect on offense. We wasn't in sync with one another. Well, just couldn't connect on offense.
Hopefully still have more basketball to play. I believe you do.
Yeah.
Yep. Thanks for coming out here, Courtney. I appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
Courtney Blakely is our player of the game, coming out to visit with us, and appreciate that. And that's one of those, you've been around this, Kyle, too. And Matt Insel's going to join us now here, the associate head coach. Sometimes a senior has to kind of take one for the team, you know, and in that situation to come out and and be a part of it. And Matt Insel joining us now here courtside, and I know it's frustrating. Just could never quite get over the hump. What was the difference tonight?
You know, we battled. We played our butt off. You hold somebody 53 points, you should win the game. And, you know, it just reared its head. Our inaccuracy or ineptness of offense that's hurt us all year in big games. And, you know, you should be able to win that game. And we didn't do – I thought Tamia was very aggressive. Did everything go for her? No. But Tamia Scott, I mean, she wanted to take over that game, and we ran everything that we could to her. But between her and Nas at the half, I mean, you just look at the halftime stats, they were 6 of 21. Yeah. And I told the staff at halftime that of those 21 attempts, 18 of them come inside of 5 foot. Like we're getting the shots that we want. We're getting where we want the ball to, and then
just not finishing.
It's not finishing. Yeah. And you know, what do you run differently? Well, what else can you run where you get the ball 2 foot from the basket? You know, that was the biggest thing. But you know, they battled. All year. This team's won 26 games. That's I just told the Jacksonville State radio guy, you know, that's a lot of games. Yeah. And there's only 10 programs in the country over the last 4 years that have won every year 25 plus points, right. 25 plus wins over the last 4 years. We're one of them. Yep. And that's, you know, that's the Connecticut's, that's, you know, those type of programs there, South Carolina. And, you know, so this group has done some remarkable things, and tonight won't judge who they are.
I know you got a veteran team. You got a lot of veterans on this team, but you could kind of sense frustration for them as this game was going on, because as Kyle had mentioned, you're knocking on the door. They pushed it out to 11, and it felt like this thing was about to get away, and bang, 7-0 run, and you're right back in it, but could never get over the hump like we did last night.
Yeah, it was just those shots that went last night didn't go tonight.
Yep.
Well, and the tough part for me was that we were playing creditable defense. Now, we had a couple of breakdowns, and to their credit, when we had a breakdown,
they capitalized.
They knocked down threes. You know, we had two. We had a transition that we lost a shooter in the first half. Had two situations where we're trying to go over the top of a screen, and they flare off both and get 2 threes there. We lose another shooter, and then, I mean, for goodness sake, Hess steps out there and knocks down.
That was a 30-footer.
30-footer
yeah.
if it was an inch, you know.
Yeah, and that's, to me, it was there. I mean, the kid took 2 steps back and just threw it up there. And when it left her hands, she didn't really shoot it. She threw it up there. And, you know, it's just, you know, it's not one individual. It's not 2 individuals. It's a whole group effort. And, you know, we talked about chasing Boone off screens. We talked about chasing Hess. They're just smart players.
Yeah, they are.
And you gotta be so into your scout with those guys and making them. I mean, just being there on the catch is okay. You don't have to steal it. Just be there on the catch when she catches it. So chase her through it. Get there on the catch. Don't shoot gaps. Those type of things. You heard us all morning talk about that, and we had 3 or 4 of those crucial there. And then, you know, we get a stop and don't get a rebound.
Yeah, and I thought really, I mean, 2 things that I thought were just, you know, the big keys in the game. Offensive rebounds for them. I mean, again, we're getting stops. Our first shot defense was fantastic for the most part. And we get a stop, and then we can't finish up a play.
Nas has carried us all year, and you know, you don't, I mean, again, not one person, 2 people, but Nas has carried us all year, and it's a 3-point game, and we got it where we wanted it. 2 feet in the paint, her on the left block looking in, her sweet spot, her block. We don't finish.
Yep.
You know, that goes. It's a 1-point game with a minute 10 to go.
Yeah.
Pressure's on them because they don't really know if they can beat us anyway. And then boom, hits a 40-footer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's we got the shot we wanted. You know, it's just then you got to get a 3 at the end. Jalen steps out of bounds. I mean, that kind of stuff happens. But you know, but as I told Jalen, you got to let that fly. Smoother's running at you. She's gonna foul you. Let it fly. Take the 3 free throws. You know, and that was the last thing. And we broke out of 2 or 3 huddles tonight where we drew it up. We told them start the 4th quarter. Told them what we wanted to run, where we wanted to go the ball. We knew where they were helping in that triple action on Jalen.
Yep.
We knew where the help was coming from. We've got everybody in the right spot. We got Savannah Davis to the spot where
don't throw it to her.
Where we knew she was going to be wide open, and she's one of our best 3-point shooters, and we don't throw it there.
Right.
not once but twice.
Yeah.
Off a triple.
So that's the little things that we'll look at on Monday as we prepare for the postseason is like we've got to come out of timeouts and execute. We got to come out and do those things. We got to see what they give us. And Liberty's a good team.
Yeah, they are a good team.
Look, guys, they return. We beat them, 18, 15, 16 last year in the finals, whatever it ended up being. They returned their top 9 players. And, they've got a good bunch of players there. They had experience. They had a lot, talking about our experience, they had a lot of experience. So
you mentioned
all credit to them. They played. It was a tough, hard-fought game.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't think. I guess we were being soft at the rim in the first half. I felt like we were getting hit.
Oh yeah.
But
I thought we really rushed ourselves in the first half and settled for some shots, or really just sort of rushed ourselves in terms of taking shots sort of out of rhythm a little bit.
I would agree. And I think that, to me, it was so aggressive, which is good. She's got to be able to be aggressive and also pull
under
it back.
control.
Right.
Yep.
And I thought, and that's something we talked to her about at halftime, but I was proud of her. And, maybe that's a sign to come next year because she's going to be playing with some young, very, very talented players. That's the thing that excites me. Somebody does, one of the commissioners back there, it's like, what a great run it's been, how you feel about next year. And I said, well, I think we're going to be playing right back in this very game.
Yeah.
I think Jada Harrison's going to be a big part of that. I think Savannah Davis. I just Emily Munson. I can go right down the list, but we've got 6 kids coming in next year that's really, really good that I feel confident that we'll be right back in this same game. And, we got to continue to grow up to get there.
Well, finally, you mentioned postseason a moment ago.
Yeah.
So what do you envision that is?
It's just the world we live in with the money of the Power Four right now that, they can go through a season and be 64 in the net ranking and the power ranking and still get into the NCAA tournament, and we're sitting there in the top 50 right now, and we'll be one of the first 4 out.
Mm-hmm.
And and they'll say, well, you got to play somebody. Well, here's the problem with that. They don't want to play us.
They have to play. Right. They have to want to play you too.
And I'll call them out. Florida. Let's say Florida, for instance. They post on this scheduling board, need a game, play home and home. We're open to anybody. These are our dates. Great. I text the coach and said, hey, look, I see your dates. We want to play. You tell us when you're open. We're free. I'll move games. We'll play you. Florida's a good one for us to play because they're a bubble team all the time.
Sure.
That's a team that we can always knock off there, and we probably would beat. She writes me back on the text, well, I wasn't talking about playing y'all. But the NCAA don't want to put that into their mind.
Right.
They don't want to put that people don't want to play us or James Madison or Gonzaga. The only thing they tell us, well, y'all need to play somebody.
Yeah.
Well, we try.
Yeah.
So we'll probably end up. The good thing about it now, the NCAA's made an emphasis on women's basketball. And in the past, it's been WNIT and all that. Now it's called the WBIT.
Right.
It's another NCAA-sponsored tournament of the next best 32 quote-unquote teams. And, we'll be in that.
Should be in that.
Yeah,
Yep.
we'll be in that. And we'll be playing somewhere next Thursday. And should be playing at home next Thursday. But with the state tournament being there,
Right.
we can't host. So we're going to have to go on the road for the first round as a high seed in that tournament.
Right.
And, it is what it is. You hate that, but you do want the state tournament to stay at Murphy Center. And so we're willing to do that. And we win that game, then we'll be at
Maybe
home.
get back home.
We'll be at home next Sunday.
Yeah.
And they've already told us that there's a great chance. And this is not like the old WNIT where you used to have to bid for the home games and all that. This is a seeded event. And so with it being a seeded event, we'll be one of the higher seeds,
Yep.
I would suspect, being a top 50 net team. That we'll have a great chance there, and we're excited about that.
So you'll find out tomorrow night, I would
Tomorrow
assume.
night, yeah, they'll let it. Once the NCAA tournament's drawn, about an hour later, they draw in.
It all, yeah.
I mean, it's just 32 teams. With the OWNIT was 64 teams. This is 32.
Mm-hmm.
And
And I think 2 things are critical. One, the team deserves it.
Yeah, I told them that in the locker room. I said, guys, you've earned the right. You're 26-7 or whatever it is. You've earned the right to continue to play. And does that mean the NCAA tournament? No, but does it also mean we're going to – 4 years ago, you talk about this senior class played the WIT, and that ignited this run that we've been on for the last 3 years.
You go win that thing, and it springboards you into next year without question.
Exactly.
But number 2, you've got to have players that want it, and there's no question in my mind. These ladies, I know they're frustrated right now, but they want that opportunity.
How great was Courtney Blakely defensively in that?
Terrific.
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
I mean, she changed
Fantastic.
the whole game and everything that she was doing. she's the best one-on-one on-ball defender in our league. And it's amazing that our coaches don't recognize it. Jalen Gregory is one of the best defenders in our league, and it's amazing the coaches in this league. It may explain why they never finish in the top 2, the other coaches. It may explain why they struggle and lose 9 or 10 games, because they don't see that.
Yeah.
And Courtney Blakely disrupted everything that Liberty wanted to get in. Liberty ended up just being 5 out, having to shoot at the end of a shot clock. That's what their offense
and they made enough to win it.
And they made enough to win it. But those are the type of games that we have to be good enough offensively to win.
Yep.
We held a team that averages close to 80 points a game to 53 points. We have to win that game.
Yes.
And let me tell you something. We got the shots to win that game. We just didn't make them.
Yep. Well, we'll see what lines up tomorrow night.
We're excited about it. We need, thank you to the fans.
You had a good turnout. Yep.
I know today we didn't have the turnout that we would have had
because of the storm.
But what about our great fans that still came down here? The ones at home, thank you for the text message and the thoughts of just telling us, hey, wished I could be there. But I understand we've got to travel back in this as well. And just so proud of this group. And we'll regroup and be ready to go Monday and get us a big win Thursday.
All right, man.
No doubt.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much. We'll take a break, come back, go through the stats and more in just a moment. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
How do you create a tradition of leadership? You power it with impressive towing and hauling, sharpen it with smart features like a mobile generator, and dominate the game 48 years straight. That's Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks, a legacy of excellence. Only at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Available features. See Owner's Manual for important operating instructions based on 1977 to 2024 total sales.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
Today's game is brought to you in part by proud partners of Blue Raider Athletics, Granis & Associates, certified public accountants. They provide a full range of tax preparation, accounting, and bookkeeping services for both business and individual needs. That's Granis & Associates. Give them a call at 615-895-1040 or visit Granis & Associates online at gcpas.com.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
Middle Tennessee falls in the championship game of the Conference USA basketball tournament 53-48 to the Lady Flames of Liberty. You just heard Matt Insel with us a moment ago. 26-8 on the season, and very, very likely that they will be involved in postseason. And it's one of those, not the postseason tournament they want to be in, but in a solid postseason tournament to have a chance for this group to continue. This is the Exit Realty postgame show brought to you by Exit Realty. Bob Lamb & Associates, agents Brad Hopkins, Chip Walters, Richard Lewis, and Tim Page. #1 producing Exit Realty office in the United States. Find them online at exitmurfreesboro.com. Go ahead.
Joe, we've talked so much, so often about maturity and leadership, and here we are. You know, you're going to have maturity and leadership probably at an even greater level now than you've had at any point in time this year.
I do think one of the interesting aspects of this week, Tamia Scott, I think, took it to another level in that department in terms of leadership. She was, I was told yesterday in the game last night, she was very vocal in the locker room, challenging her teammates, and that's not something she has done a lot of. She was much more assertive in that role this week.
No, and you know, we talk about, again, leadership, and leadership comes in a lot of forms. Sometimes it's vocal.
Sometimes it's just
Sometimes it's demonstration. Sometimes it's just do as I do. It comes in a lot of different packages. I've had teams that we have had a singular leader. I've had teams that we've had multiple leaders that brought different facets, to the operation. And the one thing that I do know about leadership is this: it is very difficult to make someone a leader who does not
want to be a
leader, and they possess those leadership qualities. So, you hope that is a leader emerging and getting ready to take it to an even greater level. And I thought, again, her effort tonight was fantastic. But like I said, it goes back to you're not in the NCAA, and that's not a criticism. That's just the statement
truth.
of fact if it happens.
Yep.
So you've got a chance, though, to go get in the WBIT. Go win that thing. Go win that thing. Reboot, recalibrate, re-energize, whatever you want to call it
is.
Do it and go win that thing. And that puts some salve on a tough loss today.
We'll take a break, come back, go through the final stats for you. They just finished Liberty, and again, congratulations to them in winning the championship. They just cut the nets down over there, and deservedly so, as they will head to their first NCAA tournament since 2018. We'll go through the stats in a moment. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
Roscoe Brown is proud to be a longtime supporter of MTSU athletics and your locally owned HVAC and plumbing company for over 80 years. Roscoe Brown has been the trusted name for heating, cooling, and plumbing for Middle Tennessee homeowners and businesses. Call 888-MY-ROSCOE to schedule your HVAC or plumbing service today. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Roscoe Brown. People you know, a name you trust. Go Blue Raiders.
Roscoe Brown. RoscoeBrown.com.
RJ Young is no longer just your office copier supplier. We are now helping you create the modern office. Our cutting-edge solutions cover security systems, business phones, managed IT, and AV technology for your organization. We've teamed up with world-class partners to save you more through building services, and our U.S.-based specialists are your personal coaches, making sure you always have the highest degree of personalization.
How do you create a tradition of leadership? You power it with impressive towing and hauling, sharpen it with smart features like a mobile generator, and dominate the game 48 years straight. That's Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks, a legacy of excellence, only at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Available features. See Owner's Manual for important operating instructions based on 1977 to 2024 total sales.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
Middle Tennessee falls to Liberty in the championship game of the Conference USA tournament by a final score of 53-48. Let's go inside the final numbers now of today's game from Grandis & Associates, certified public accountants specializing in business and personal accounting and tax services. Grandis & Associates, 615-895-1040, and online at www.gcpas.com. Middle Tennessee 18 of 54 from the field for 33%, 5 of 18 from three-point range for 27%, and 7 for 11 from the free throw line. And that doesn't sound terrible. Those misses were critical. Most of them came in the final moments and could have certainly made a difference. It was 63%. Liberty 17 of 57 from the field for 29.8%, but 9 for 26 from three-point range for 34%, and they were perfect from the free throw line at 10 for 10. Another key stat is the rebounding. Middle Tennessee with 30 rebounds in the game, and that's brought to you by Window World of Murfreesboro, America's most trusted remodeler. Window World, their lifetime warranty will always be there when it really matters. Visit windowworldmurfreesboro.com for a free quote today. Window World of Murfreesboro, official window provider of Blue Raider Athletics. Middle Tennessee with 30 rebounds. The problem, Liberty had 42. And in offensive rebounding, it was 13-5 as a result of that. So you get the second chance points. They were 12-7. You look at the final mark, 5 points.
Yeah,
that was one of the key stats was certainly the rebound.
Yeah, you look at any number of key stats, that being one of them. You look at another key stat. We go 7 for 11 from the free throw line. You look at another key stat. They knocked down 9 threes. We knocked down 5, and we typically are a team that really, really defends the three-point shot excessively well.
Yep.
And we, by and large, we're number 3 in the country in scoring defense at 51-8. Well, they scored 53.
Right on it. Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, what do you say there? I mean, you look at their shooting percentage, and they shoot 29-30% from the floor.
Right.
Well, we're one of the best. We're number 1 in the country in field goal percentage defense, allowing our opponents to shoot 33%. So you really can't look, with the exception of the offensive rebounds, to anything that happened defensively. But when you look to the offensive end, I mean, we didn't make shots. And we got the ball where we wanted it any number of times, and just didn't have anything to show for it at all. And I will say this: our offense struggled so much tonight that we forced our defense to be dang near perfect, and that's really a tall ask of your defense against a team that's as capable as Liberty, with an interior score and shooters like they have. I mean, when you go back and you look at the three-point shooting, they had 4 players that made a three-point shot. Hodges had 1, Boone had 3,
Hess had
3, and Steenbergen had 2. And that last one by Hess, though, was the absolute dagger.
Absolutely, yep, sure was. Individually, it was Tamia Scott leading everybody with 23 points, had a double-double, 23 points and 10 rebounds. But as you alluded to, 23 points on 20 shots. So most coaches will tell you they're giving up about a point per shot. They're not going to be too upset about that. So 23 points for Tamia. The only other player in double figures was Anastasia Boldareva with 12 points and 8 rebounds. She struggled from the field. She was 4 of 15 from the field tonight, had 8 rebounds. 7 points for Courtney Blakely. Terrific defense all night long. 3 assists, only 1 turnover in her 40 minutes of play. They did a good job on Jalen Gregory. She just didn't get many looks. 2 of 6 from the field tonight from three-point range for 6 points and 4 rebounds. Alina Enrique did not score and had 2 rebounds. Gracie Hamby actually played a minute, as Savannah Davis played 24 minutes and did not score. For Liberty, 3 in double figures, led by Hess with 14, 11 for Boone. She had 3 3-pointers. They were really big in the first half. She kind of got them off to a really good start offensively. And then 10 points for Smuda, Bella Smuda. She had a double-double with 13 rebounds as well. 5 points for Hodges, 3 for Eyesdotter, 6 for Steenbergen on a couple of 3-pointers, and 4 for Emmy Stout for their total of 53. So we'll take our final break, come back and get you set for what's to come, because we have no idea what's to come, but we'll try to figure it out as best we can. This is Lady Raider basketball from Bandwagon.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Middle Tennessee Electric proudly supports the Blue Raiders, and we're proud to power the scoreboard lights at Murphy Center. When it comes to the electric service in the community, you can always trust MTE to do what's best for our members. We serve by providing affordable, reliable, safe electricity and outstanding member services. Here at MTE, we serve to make life better for our members and their communities. Visit MTE.com to learn more. And about that scoreboard, well, light it up, Blue Raiders.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
With the game on the line and the shot clock winding down, the Blue Raiders pass the ball to the most proven player on the floor to make the game winner. As the Nashville area's proven John Deere equipment dealer and proud sponsor of Middle Tennessee basketball, Tri-Green Equipment is wide open and ready to make the game-winning play for your property season after season. Stop by in-store today or visit us online at trigreen.com. Go Blue Raiders.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
Well, before wrapping up from the tournament here in Huntsville, let's take 10 seconds for station identification. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
The flagship station for Middle Tennessee sports. WGNS. Murfreesboro, Smyrna. The Blue Raiders play here.
Well, they're preparing for the men's tournament championship game. Liberty trying to do the double here as they are on the court getting ready to take on Jacksonville State to earn the automatic spot in the NCAA tournament. You heard Matt Ensel talking a moment ago, hopefully in our postgame show. Kyle, what it comes down to is there's a reasonably solid chance that Middle Tennessee will end up in what is now the WBIT, which is a tournament that is basically run by the NCAA. And basically it comes down to the next 32 teams other than the 68 that make the NCAA field. And you would think in the grand scheme of that, Middle Tennessee would be a relatively highly seeded team.
Oh, I would certainly think so. I mean, one of the things that I like about the WBIT is that the NCAA has taken it over. The other thing that I like is that they've reduced it from 64 down to 32. And there's no question in my mind that we could not only get in the tournament, but go win that tournament. And I think that's always a positive. I mean, and particularly with, the group coming back that we will have coming back, which is, going to be a bit of a reboot, if you will, when you lose that many seniors that have, done so many things.
Yeah.
But that would be a great way to springboard into next season. And, but it's one of those things where you go out there and you do your work and hope that it's rewarded, hope that people value it. And I will back up Matt in this regard. People talk about scheduling all the time, and it always frustrates me when they talk about scheduling, because first and foremost, there is absolutely no transparency on scheduling. And he just gave an example of Florida. Well, that doesn't go public. I personally think that it should, just for the simple reason that Middle Tennessee ought to be able to tell the NCAA.
We're trying to play them.
We said we're good
we'll
to
do
go,
it. Yep.
and they said no.
Yep.
I think that not only should lift Middle Tennessee, I think it should detract from the University of Florida. And I'm not trying to pick on Florida because there's more than one school doing the same thing.
That's for sure.
But, having been at Middle Tennessee as an assistant coach, I don't mind telling you, I remember when I was sitting in Coach Stewart's office and we called the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, UNLV, with Jerry Tarkanian and all those guys, and tried to get a game schedule with them, and even Tark at that point said, we don't want to play you.
Don't need
guys.
to play you, yep.
So scheduling is a frustrating thing because you've got to have two parties that are willing to play.
That was the other side of this, too. When you think about, before we end this, you think about the schedule that they did play this year. Their non-conference schedule was formidable. You know, Iowa State, Kansas State, Princeton, Cal Baptist on the West Coast. There were the Tennessee. The problem was they didn't win any of those. You know, and that was the element. Had they found a way to win a couple of those, you may be having a different conversation right now about where they're actually going.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And I think that's what it basically goes back to, is that you try to get those teams on a neutral floor because you can't get them in a home-and-home scenario. And even if you can get them to agree to some semblance of a home-and-home, most of them will say, you get one home game, or maybe it'll be at Bridgestone, but
right.
we get 3 or 4 home games out of it. And at what point do you really sort of penalize your program for being successful?
Yeah, diminishing
and
returns.
That's the thing that frustrates me. To take scheduling to another frustration level for me, I hear people constantly talk about, well, your conference schedule is fill in the blank. It's not like we can call the SEC right now, Joe, and say, okay, we're in, we're coming.
Right.
You know, and we play in the conference that we play in.
Right.
You know, here's what I would tell you. I think that there are quite a few teams out there that would not want to play Middle Tennessee and play Liberty. So it's a double-edged sword. We can only play each other in the conference, but then when these teams won't play us out of the conference, what are we supposed to do?
Yeah.
I don't have an answer for that. And it's so frustrating because all of these national pundits get on social media or get on TV, and that's what they do. Hey, Jeb, how you doing, brother? And that's what they do, is that they penalize us and talk negatively about us because of that schedule,
right.
that lack of strength of schedule. We're doing everything we can. We want to play those teams.
Yeah.
They won't play us.
The other side of it, too, and then this is the last thing on this, the other side of it, too, is the only way you control your own destiny is to win the game we just lost.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it comes down to. I mean, you haven't, and you did it. You did a lot of things well enough to win that one, just didn't score the ball well enough to win it. So now they'll have to regroup. We'll find out tomorrow. The NCAA will announce their tournament selections in the evening, and probably an hour after that, the WBIT will announce theirs, and we will know at that point. And as it was mentioned, chances are, since that tournament does not start until Wednesday, we cannot host. Because
we will not host.
Yeah, because of the boys' state tournament. So you would anticipate the first one is going to be on the road somewhere. But the good news is we're going to get to see Nas and Jalen and company at least one more time, and hopefully several more times.
Yeah, I hope so, because like I said, I think they deserve it. I think they want it. You know, they're hurting right now, as you would expect that they would. But, you know, they live to play another day, and it just goes back to where and when. And I think, again, if you're a competitor, whether we're talking about playing on this wooden floor, going outside and playing on the blacktop, doesn't matter. Let's play.
Let's play, that's right.
Let's play.
I'm enjoying it, partner.
Absolutely, brother.
We'll do it again, hopefully. Several more coming up. Again, be sure to check tomorrow night. We'll hopefully find out where Middle Tennessee will go in the WBIT, and more basketball left to play. Thanks to everybody back in the studio. Hope everybody is safe back home, and hope that weather's gone, because we're about to head back ourselves, so I don't want to have to drive through that either. So please be careful out there, and certainly check GoBlueRaiders.com. They'll give you the latest on everything, and of course WGNS Radio will do so as well. I'm Joe Fisher. Thanks to Kyle Turnham, and thanks to you for being with us. We'll see you next time. This is Lady Raider Basketball from Van Wagner.
Thanks for joining us for this broadcast of the 50th season of Middle Tennessee State University Women's Basketball. Today's broadcast was presented by Window World of Murfreesboro, the official window and exterior remodeling company of Blue Raider Athletics. Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, official team physicians for Blue Raider Athletics. Ascend Federal Credit Union, the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics. Ascension St. Thomas Rutherford, the official hospital partner for MTSU Athletics. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. And by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office. Fans don't let fans drive drunk. The proceeding has been a Van Wagner presentation of the Blue Raider Network.
You know, everyone has a more. First, it's a pony. Then to be on the cheer squad. Your more grows up just like you do. But your more can still carry you away or make you cheer. At First Bank, banking local gets you more. More of our time, more access to local bankers, more flexibility, and more product choices. Because getting more empowered and confident helps you pursue your more. That never grows old. First Bank. Bank local, get more. Member FDIC.
City Tile and Floor Covering is a family business.